got here late last night because I was at a central banker conference in Europe yesterday. And those meetings with central bankers actually, I think, are incredibly important for them to understand that there is real utility in using crypto. And the more we can, as an industry, help regulators understand that, the more I think we'll move the whole industry.
We've been focused on digital currencies for, a couple decades. This is something we've been focused on digital currencies for, a couple decades.
Lobbying regulators, not so much to change the law, but to clarify it, like to tell us what it is that we need to do so that someone doesn't come down 2 years later and say, hey, what you were doing completely in the open and completely transparently for the last 4 years was illegal from day one, and you should have known that. And we're like, we meet with you like every week about what we're doing, and now you're telling us we should have realized 4 years ago that it was fundamentally and completely illegal? Like, that doesn't make any sense. And so
sort of rebuilding of the financial system. And Ripple is poised to figure out where the interesting things are.
We're going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
This effort. And China has big plans for this. They intend to seed their digital yuan into the global environment by giving it away to visitors at next winter's Olympics. When they arrive at the airport, they're going to get yuan digital wallets. They're going to receive digital yuan. They're going to use it throughout their visits to Beijing, and then they're going to take it back to their home countries. They see this as a huge advantage. Why? Because who controls the underlying protocols, who controls the underlying standards of the future of money will control the future of money.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe. If you do like what you're listening to, please inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works. Because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books, Cryptoteacher and the new Road Order book. The new Road Order book is going to show you how the world works. It is definitely time to wake up out of your sleep in the times that we're in right now. Plus, guys, we know we're waiting on that next main event towards the end of the year. We had the first quarter event. Like I told you, that would happen. Don't forget this is Shemitah year. And then also, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's definitely time to re-educate. And also, those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon, much love, keep it coming. Do not forget I have the New World Order cryptos in my Patreon. Do your own research, but going inside of a bear market, you definitely want the cryptos that have real use cases. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores, keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first. And we have Bitcoin and crypto slightly down. We know CME opens tonight, so it's going to move the market, and then again once the stock market opens. Now we have Ethereum down about 20% over the last 7 days. Now guys, don't forget to pay attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates, which were slightly down, but guys, we know they're still high. And then we know what the Fed has to do. And then, of course, guys, we have volume, tether, USDC. And then, of course, guys, we have the Fed. We have the repo still over 2 trillion, which no one talks about. And then they did the small value repo. And the last time that was accessed was on the 8th. And right around that time, that's when the markets received a boost. So make sure you're looking at all the indicators so therefore you can see all the manipulation. Now, guys, we know on Wednesday they're going to raise rates. And then on Thursday, the Bank of England is going to raise rates. So we know that's going to hit the global markets. That's the reason why they tried to price it in last week. Now, in October, we do not receive a rate hike. And then plus, guys, we know this is midterms. So I definitely see at the beginning in October, we will get the normal pump in crypto around the 5th and 6th. We know that they need Bitcoin as collateral. But towards the end of October, we're going to dump. The Fed meets again on the 1st and 2nd. And guys, remember, these FOMC meeting dates are all selected for a reason. And then, of course, guys, we have Grayscale, which moved down slightly. Make sure you're paying attention to the actual allocations. But getting over into a little crypto news, we have the SEC and Ripple call for immediate ruling and suit on whether XRP sales violate security laws. And guys, you know I told you from the beginning, this is all a movie. It was just a way to kick the can down the road for regulation. And it has definitely worked. And of course, what set off the red flags, Brad and Chris Larson is in the lawsuit. But we don't have David Schwartz. We don't have Jed McCaleb, who was selling left and right. And you guys know I told you from the beginning, Ripple and the SEC were working together. It was nothing but a movie. How many times that Brad Garlinghouse has to tell you he's been working with the central banks? Now, we know that 95% of Ripple's business is outside the U.S. Remember, the fourth industrial revolution is about the emerging markets, not about the United States. Remember, the United States is going to fall. America to Babylon falls. The United States world reserve currency will no longer exist. It'll be the rise of the BRICS nations, the emerging markets, along with the digital yuan backed by that digital SDR. And remember, the crypto teacher not only told you on this channel, but wrote about it a long time ago. Don't forget to get the New World Order book. Now we have crypto exchange FTX obtains European investment firm license. And we know the bank man is moving adoption. And then lastly, guys, we have another movie. Kwon says he's not on the run and cooperating with authorities. And he took it to Twitter, just like in the movies. But the last thing you will be doing is sending out tweets if you're wanted. Because we know everything is tracked. The VPN does not work with the alphabet boys. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows, when it comes to the New World Order, it's all planned out. But guys, all I have for you, don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, if you know cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance, do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The new stock channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, spread it everywhere. We're about to have some fun on that channel. You have your Kobo, your chips out, your banking, your gaming, while everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the C-Red, the biotech stocks, and while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know, I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.